12 months ago, I didn't have a house. I thought I had a plan. I genuinely thought I'd figured out how to beat the system. But it turns out removing one thing that doesn't work in your life doesn't magically fix everything else. I wasn't chasing freedom, I just didn't want to be standing still anymore. Or worse, going backwards. This isn't the finished story. Life just keeps moving along and changing shape. I thought the hardest part of all of this would be the decision to give up the house. But you see, it's the bit that comes after that. See, the hardest part about losing a piece of structure in your life is nothing actually fills that gap. Not in a panic sort of way, but there's a constant awareness. Time begins to open up, and not always in a relaxing way. More like the walls just seem further apart. Different places, different continents, you know? I've met some amazing people this last year. I guess life just widened out, and I came back with more questions than answers. Getting away from things didn't really fix everything. That's important to say. You know, it didn't make everything seem clearer. It just gave a bit of distance. And distance does a weird thing. It turns the volume down. Some things just stop fitting. Even small things, things I used to enjoy, just seem flatter. Routines that I used to run on autopilot just don't happen anymore. And that's not because of the big decision that I made. It's just these things don't make any sense to me anymore. And I don't know if that is progress. It didn't move anything forward, but it did make one thing really clear. I couldn't go back to pretending life was fine the way it was before. I'd already stepped out of the structure, and once you do that, you realise what was holding you up. That didn't solve anything. It just made me more aligned with what I give airtime to. So here's where I am now. I'm not fixed. I'm not lost. I've not solved everything. I'm just making my way through a different shape of life. Some days feel lighter. Some days are more heavy. There's less pretending. There's less noise. And less rushing to explain everything. I don't really think of life in terms of success and failure anymore. You know? I've learnt that life keeps changing, and I move with it. This isn't a success story. There's no big reveal. It's just documenting which part of life I'm in at the moment, I guess. It's just where I am 12 months on from moving out of a house. The future remains unresolved. And in a way, that's kind of where I need to be right now. Keep moving forward and see where we wind up next.